I know you guys are probably thinking like, why does she make her big toe round and her other toes square? Because when I cut my toenails short, my big toe, for some reason, the edges, like, okay, underneath here, like if I stick the toothpick in here, it can go back far with my big toe, but with the small toes, it doesn't go as far. It just shows a little bit of white, which I like. So, and also I have to round out the corners more. So when I round out the corners more on my big toe, it just looks funky. I don't know. I just like it freaking round. And also it makes it easier not to break, because no matter how bad you try to get the perfect square toe, it always breaks. It will always break. Unless it's like acrylic on it or gel polish on it or some type of polish on it. I can no longer put polish on my fingernails or my toenails due to me being allergic to acrylic. I was an esthetician for about 7 to 8 years, and I don't know, out of nowhere, I started becoming allergic to the products. I had to go to an allergy specialist, and they ran tests on me and all that stuff. And yep, I'm allergic to acrylic. So basically everything has acrylic in it. Next Gen has acrylic in it. Next Gen, I mean dip, because that's the term they use now, is dip. Regular acrylic has it. Liquid gel has acrylic. Gel polish has acrylic. Regular polishes has formaldehyde in it. That's another form of acrylic. So yeah, I can't use no nail polish, which is, I guess, saving me money, but at the end of the day, it sucks, because I still like, for my toes to have color on it. My toes aren't allergic. It's weird. My toes aren't, like, if I polish my toenails, my toes won't break out or nothing like that. But if I polish my fingernails, oh my goodness, it looks like I put my hand in a blender. It's like it gradually starts cracking, and my skin starts separating. I don't know, layers. It's disgusting. If you look at my YouTube shorts, you'll see a video on me basically getting the allergy test ran, and me basically confirming that, yep, it's due to acrylic. So yeah, acrylic's no good for you. So for all those moms who like to take their kids to the nail salon at an early age, you're actually harming them in the long run, because this crap is not good for you. Even though it's so beautiful, it's just not good for you. And some people have a high tolerance, and some people have a low tolerance to getting allergic to things, and I guess I have a low tolerance. So, can't wear polish. Now, another thing, if you guys question, why am I not nipping off my dead skin? That's because the more dead skin you take off, then, take off with the nippers, then the more is going to come back. But if you just like push your cuticle back really good, like the way I'm doing it, without damaging your nail bed, and then just buff it off, it comes off easily. Or even if you have a little scrubby brush, just scrub it off, and it comes off so easy. Now, the jelly thing that I put on my heel, this jelly thing that's basically almost dry, that's callus removal. Because obviously my heels have callus in it. Your feet develop callus because your feet is like too thin on a certain part. Like, if you notice, you'll develop callus in this spot, right here, or the back of your hair. All the spots that support you when you stand up. Your skin starts to become thin on your feet, and it builds a callus on. That's why the callus builds on your feet, because it's trying to protect your bone from actually hitting the floor, or you get what I'm saying. So yeah, basically that's why people get calluses, and that's why I'm using the callus removal to remove that callus. Now, another tip that I'll give you is that when you go to the nail salon, the estheticians will use this thing that looks like a cheese grater to grate your dead skin and your calluses off the bottom of your feet. Well, the cheese, hold on, before I finish with that, you see how I pushed back my skin, I buffed it, and there's still like little, like this piece of skin right here, or I'll find dead skin on my pinky toenail. Well, that's okay to nip because you're not overdoing it. Okay, now back to what I was saying about the callus removal, the cheese grater, because that's what it is. It really is a cheese grater, and that cheese grater, the more you grate off of your heel, the more will grow back. I know right then and there when you're at the nail salon getting a pedicure and they grate that extra skin off the bottom of your heel, and it just feels so great right then and there. It feels like a baby's bottom. It feels super smooth, you know. You love it. Give it 2 days and you'll start feeling your feet so rough and you're like, what the heck, I just got a pedicure. Well, that's because you literally grated off all your skin. You're thinking you're grating off all your dead skin, but it's grating off more than just your dead skin. So that leads you to have to go back to the nail salon in 2 weeks to get them to grate off your dead skin again. And there you go. You are that person's clientele for the rest of the life because you just think that you just keep on developing this dead skin. And no, it's just because you're grading it off and you're the one who's creating the problem for yourself. Now, if you get callus removal, like I did on this foot, if you get, sorry, I need to grab another glove. If you get callus removal and then rub it in the designated spots, you can even cover your feet after you rub it with callus removal. You can cover your feet with plastic. That way, well, I only cover, let's say if my feet was really bad, which it doesn't ever get really bad. So if you think this is really bad, it's not. But if your feet is really bad, like super thick calluses, then you'll put callus removal on it, and then you'll insert your feet in a plastic bag and then close it and leave it on your feet for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. If you feel like a burning sensation, then that means you need to remove it immediately and put your feet in the water, like just give it a good dip and then start scrubbing with a pumice stone. Pumice stones are great because it's not grating anything off of your skin. It's just literally smoothing out your dead skin on your heel. But again, the cheese grater takes off of all your dead skin and some, so that's why it grows back thick, just in case you're wondering. When you don't use a cheese grater, yes, your nail technician has to like put a little bit of work in there into scrubbing your feet. But again, like I said, in the long run, it's helping you. So if your nail technician gives you a problem or a stank look because you want them to basically pumice off all the dead skin, then you should definitely switch nail techs because they're not obviously benefiting you if they find it an issue to not use the cheese grater and get your heel smooth with just the pumice. Okay, let's see how that boy's looking so far. Hey, it's looking pretty nice. I'm gonna dip my feet back in the water just so you guys can see the difference. You see all that dead skin. Yeah, it's disgusting. All right, now I'm just dipping my feet back in the water to clean off all that callus removal. Just so you know also, callus removal, you have to be very careful with it. The professional one, I haven't used anything other but the professional one, but I know the professional one, it burns you. If you get it on anything other than your heel, it's gonna burn you. And you're not gonna know that it's burning you until like you start feeling it burn you. Literally it starts to feel like if it's itching and then it's actually burning. All right, I'm gonna show you guys my heel right now just to show you the big difference and that you don't need a cheese grater in order to be successful in taking out all your dead skin. Okay. Hold on, let me, all right, you see that? All that dry, dead skin gone. Of course I have little cracks. That's because when I mop, I don't put on socks or anything like that. So I just step in Clorox or chlorine or whatever the hell it is. And yeah, it dries out my skin. But if you see, all those hot spots are gone. See. And then also if you want to grab some oil to make your heel even more smooth, you can grab some oil and then you can start rubbing your heel to get that oil inside those cracks. Yeah, but you guys get it. You guys get the gist of it. Let's see. See? Oh, and then my toes. Nice pedicure toes. Yep, and that's basically it. Nice, clean, basic pedicure. And again, I can't polish it because I'm allergic. But if I was able to polish it, I would pick hot pink. All right, that's it for my live.